fire because you were on fire, man.
You know, I called 12-4, so I feel a little bad.
No way.
Bad that I didn't deliver.
Dude, 12-4.
It was a good week.
You were 11-4 going into the Monday night game, the last matchup.
And it was so close to pulling out the 12 too.
Oh my gosh.
Win,
this guy, folks, he was on fire. I mean, absolutely. Fire and Brimm. I mean,
this is a professional handicapping show, Doug. We're not just pulling games out of a hat here. A lot of time, a lot of research, a lot of effort goes into this. Right?
Little of that. Oh my goodness. You were something else. Hey, everybody.
It was a good week.
Oh, yeah, it was a good week. You got Carl here. You've got Doug. Fire and Brimm Sports. We are back, and we're just coming off the high. He's coming off the high of week one. Not as much for me. But how was your week? We want to find out how everybody's week was out there.
Yep,
but yeah, we're back. We're back for week 2 show, man.
Yeah, and we had a lot of people join in last week. A lot of people giving us giving their picks.
Wasn't that cool? We got to thank everybody out there because we got so many views, so many comments. Love the absolute comments that were out there.
Yeah, I will clarify.
I know you're going
Doug's
with
not my father. I would be honored to call you Dad, but we're a little closer in age than that.
There's the one comment.
We're just good buds.
That's right. There's a comment that says, "Are you guys like father son?"
Yeah. And someone asked what site we use. Now, I'm in a couple of group pools where one where you can pick any 5 games you want, and we keep the standings throughout the year. But I will caution, this is a family show, right? This is fun and games.
Yeah, fun and games. Yeah.
Nobody's doing anything too crazy with our picks. But a lot of fun. Yeah.
It would be fun though to be able to do something that we could have folks like join us for the week.
Yeah.
For like just every week, to just get online. Maybe we'll give a Fire and Brimm shirt or something. I mean, we'll work something out. Something like that. That would be fun to do something like that. Anybody's got ideas? Let us know, man.
Yeah.
So I tell you what. We said you're on fire, so let's just go right into it. Yeah. Let's just start this thing out. Man.
11-5. I called 12-4, so 11-5. I missed it by 1, but that's a solid week.
Dude, I was happy with 7-9. I was absolutely happy. I didn't want to get double digits in the loss column.
And look, and so the Kool-Aid pick that is Doug's lock of the week. That's Doug's. This game's the winner. And we struggled with the Kool-Aid pick last year, and we realized, should we do the Kool-Aid pick? Absolutely. I said, Doug, we have to do the Kool-Aid pick, but whatever you do, don't miss it.
I know.
Don't miss the Kool-Aid pick.
Oh, dude, absolutely. That was my lock. It was the Lions.
Listen, it's coming back. We're probably going to go, I'm predicting a 10-game winning streak. We're going to be back here. It's going to be 10-1.
Here's the problem with the Kool-Aid pick. I can't help it, man. I can't help it. I've got to fill this glass with something.
We got to do the Kool-Aid pick. It's not
crazy.
Retired yet.
No, it's not retired yet. No I tell you what, let's give some other love out there, too.
Hey, right? You know what? I do. I want to acknowledge this. So, Brad coming in at 8-8, and Robert at 8-8, both 5. Michael was the 9-7.
Yeah.
He claimed him the wild card winner, right?
Hey.
At 9-7.
Yeah, that's right. He did.
Gene at 7-9. Alex 6-10. And then our buddy Ping. Look, I'll go from 11-5 to 4-12. Ping and I will swap spots. But join in. There's a lot of fun having everybody's input. It's just a fun show. And check these guys out. We've got all their Twitter handles on the site, so check them out too. Follow them along.
It's fun. Yeah, Ping was texting me on Sunday. He's going, "Did you get him wrong? Did you put the wrong?"
We mixed up Ping and Carl's picks.
So I got to tell you, your picks. I was making fun of you last week with your picks. I mean, you picked Washington, dude. You picked the Bengals. You picked at the cover. The Cardinals, the Rams. I mean,
I like the Cardinals going up against the Super Bowl hangover. That usually that has a history of happening. The Super Bowl teams coming back and not getting too many points in the start. But let me talk about where I missed. I missed on the Lions. I missed on Stafford being the MVP. I missed on Tampa Bay. I'm backing up right now. And the picture, I am bailing. You can bail whenever you want. A lot of guys be like, I picked him, I'm sticking with him. No, I'm out on Tampa Bay.
Oh my God, just like that? You're already pulling the ripcord.
I said last year, we had a whole conversation about New England and how Tom Brady, he just doesn't, it's the timing, it's not there. New England has been good year after year. Not just like we said, we watched those Super Bowls. It wasn't because of Tom Brady. I'm not taking away GOAT status. He's got 6 rings.
He's still the GOAT.
Look, they won defensively. They won scheming. They won cheating. They won whatever it took. They knew how to do it. So
that's a good call.
Whatever it took. And they did exactly what they had to do yesterday to win too. And that's with Cam Newton at the helm. And they still did. They played New England football and they won the game. I mean,
what really impressed me about them is that they didn't try to take Cam and make Cam play Tom Brady. They played to Cam's strengths, right? Yep. They still play a good defense, and they did the things that Cam does well, rather than expecting everybody else, Cam to come in and do the exact same thing that Tom did.
Yeah.
I mean, that to me is a sign of smart football, man.
Every quarterback that's replaced Brady has won in New England. When anytime he got hurt or when he missed the first 4 weeks. I mean, Jacoby Brissett played well in New England. Look, if anybody was excited to see the fall of the Patriots, I don't think it's coming just yet. I really don't.
So, what do we do about your Lions?
I'm out on the Lions. Okay.
What do we do?
So
come on.
2020, I saw a meme that a meme out there going around that said, "Can 2020 get any worse?" And then the Lions say, "Hold my beer." I was like, "Whoa, wait a minute!" I was like, I always thought that the meme should say, "Things are never going to go back to normal." Lions, hold my beer, because this is exactly.
Nothing has changed.
Let's look at who was exactly the same. The Lions were exactly the same.
Yeah. Let's see. The Brownies.
Browns were exactly the same. Come on, guys.
They didn't even show up.
Every year we got to hear about how Browns are going to be good this year. We got to hear that every year, Doug. Every year I got to hear about this is the Browns year. I'm sorry.
I know. I know. They didn't show up. But Pittsburgh.
New England, we talked about New England. And then Phillip Rivers. It's still Phillip Rivers.
What about McCarthy? What about McCarthy coming out? And, the very first game, he's got all these...
Coach or coordinator, right? Everybody was fired up on Dallas.
This is my favorite part of the show. It's when...
You really had fun with that last year.
Every year, I've got a couple of head coaches I'm just going to bang on. Absolutely. It's Patricia, one of them. Dan Quinn is another one. So those are my two right now going into the season. I'm going to give McCarthy a pass first game and all that, but Patricia and Quinn, I'm done
Patricia can't. Look, the Lions had a chance to win that football game, but this is back-to-back years, and I had the stat. I had the stat about how many games they've lost with a lead going. But I mean, come on, you had a 23-6 lead going into the fourth quarter.
There's no step on your neck. You know what I mean?
Just finish the game. Just finish.
They play not to lose.
Yeah.
And you got to step on their neck is what you got to do. But coach or coordinator, man, Patricia, baby, coordinator right there is what he is.
So I don't even know if he's that anymore. But you know who dropped them? Like, what happened in Dallas? The Cowboys are still the Cowboys. So they think their problem is Garrett all these years. And I talked to a big Dallas fan.
Yeah.
And he told me, it was like watching the exact same team. It was the same play calling. It was the same scheme. He said nothing was different, and the result was the same for the Cowboys too. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't think that's gonna get fixed in a week.
No, that doesn't happen overnight. Right? No, it doesn't. Okay.
And I wanted to bring this up. You know about this. Listen when Doug's really high on a player, okay? Because he goes, Zeke is going to be the. Hold on. Haskins in Washington, he's going to be the man. Hold on. And last week was J.K. Dobbins. He's got J.K. Dobbins.
He got one right.
But man, you are a Buckeye homer, and we'll slip in Big Ten's going to play. We're going to slip in Big Ten's going to play football.
We're going to play football. That's right.
So we'll slip that in. All right.
So. we've got that. Were there any impressive showings? Anybody that you really liked?
Hey, there were several. I mean, Pittsburgh, obviously, New England, Buffalo looked great. Buffalo, Bills Mafia looked.
Pittsburgh defense.
They know who they are.
How do you shut down Saquon Barkley like that? I mean,
Pittsburgh knows who they are.
You limit them, but you don't completely make them irrelevant in the game. I mean, that was
how
impressive.
many years have you just know that Pittsburgh's defense is going to be good?
Yeah. Ben looked good.
Yeah.
Especially in the second half, you could get it. Yeah.
Oh, of course, Kansas City. I mean, Kansas City, Baltimore, right?
They get a run game.
Pittsburgh, Kansas City, Baltimore,
Yep.
New England.
Yep.
These are all AFC powerhouses. I don't run that many in the NFC.
No, I mean
Seattle looks great.
I think Seattle. I picked Seattle to go to the Super Bowl, and so
Not backing out of that.
I'm not backing out.
I'm backing out of Tampa Bay. I am out on Tampa Bay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to jump on Seattle.
Are you good?
I'm going Seattle.
Jump aboard on
All
Seattle.
right.
We can use high flyers
Just be
on
clear.
Seattle.
I'm out on Tampa Bay.
So, got a question for you.
Yep.
Did no fans in the stands make any difference from what you could tell? I mean, or were there any things that you picked up, kind of weird or unusual?
We had talked about the players getting fired up for the games, right?
Yeah.
And the product on the field looked great to me. It looked like football. After watching that and watching some college games, my initial thought was, oh my gosh, the Big Ten just we have to play football. Like there's no reason to not be out there. I missed the shots. I missed the fans in the stands. And then there were, did it make a difference? So the quality of play was there. It looked great. Did a team like the Lions miss those fans in the fourth quarter with the Bears driving?
Who else? Lions, the Vikings?
Did the Vikings? Aaron Rodgers even commented about, that's the only comment that I remember.
I didn't hear a lot of comments.
Aaron Rodgers said that was weird. Being in Minnesota and not having the fans getting on.
My Raiders, when they were playing the Panthers, that was close. You'd have to think that if there were fans in the stands down in Carolina, that could have helped, the Panthers, right? You think that there was that. But beyond that, I'm with you. I thought that the play was week one play. Yeah. It's what you normally expect in week one.
Because Joe Burrow could have used a few preseason games, right?
He could have,
just
absolutely.
to get in that.
Absolutely.
He made the post-game comment that he didn't have preseason games in college, so he's used to that. Well, this is the NFL, and you probably needed some reps under your belt. But, I mean, other than that, he didn't play terrible.
A couple weird things, though. I was listening to, I tied into the Raiders' radio coverage, and I'm listening to the commentators, and when they're talking, they call a play, and then they, there's a kind of they quit talking for a second or two. You heard nothing. Usually you hear the sound.
Yeah.
It was like you're in a conference room, and just you heard nothing. It was really weird. The national anthem Monday night in Denver, and whoever sang the national anthem, she did an awesome job. But you could hear it reverberating, because it was like echoing in the stands. It was really, really weird. You could hear the play calling, though. You could hear the hits better.
That was different.
So I mean, but I don't think they really changed the game at all.
No.
I don't think it had a big effect on the game.
But it definitely, there were teams that needed their fans, for sure. Now, there was one team that we should give props to because we said, and we should have thought about this.
We both did.
We said, look, their fans are going to be, that's going to not be a difference for them, right? So they should have an advantage.
Yeah, that's right.
We really made a joke about Jacksonville. And they came
Jacksonville, hats off to those guys.
Great game. Yep.
It was a great game.
Gardner Minshew, right?
I mean, okay, I think the Colts beat themselves. I think Phillip Rivers beat themselves.
Phillip Rivers was Phillip Rivers. That's another person who was the same. He's returned to normal. Phillip Rivers, second in the league in interceptions last year to Winston.
Fans didn't make any difference, did it?
He still threw the picks.
At all.
Still threw the picks. So the Lions still blew a fourth quarter game. 23-6 in the fourth quarter.
They were consistent at that.
Okay, so on that, let's talk about this. We do have one segment that we got to do before we get into these picks. Let's pick our brown bags, and then let's get these picks going.
Let's go ahead. Hey, you guys ready for week 2? Let's do it. All right. I'll nominate my first brown bag right here, and my brown bag is going to be the Eagles.
Yeah.
They had that game. They had the Washington dead right.
Wow.
and they came.
There's a team that came to life without their fans, right?
There's a team that came to life without their fans.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Eagles. Eagles are my brown bag.
All right. So if I could put a tattoo on my brown bag and just leave it there every single week, okay?
Yeah,
obviously, that's going to be the Cleveland Browns. And we're just gonna. They're just
leave
my.
it there.
They're
Just
my
leave it there. That's nice
temporary,
tattoo. Okay,
permanent brown bag. But this week, and I'm wearing. Look, I haven't changed all week. Okay. I went 11-5. I haven't taken this off.
You get.
All right.
I'm hoping that they do win at some point because
That being
it's going to
said-
be really stinky down here.
That being said,
You got to put the lines.
I
in
mean,
there.
come
That's
on.
right. They deserve it.
23-6 fourth quarter. I specifically remember thinking, there's no way that this could fall apart. Like, what a great week 1 win. I was excited. The NFL was back. I was excited for the Lions. I was excited to go 12-4.
Yeah.
Because that would have made me 12-4.
There you go.
But no, come
Dude,
on,
you're just being
Patricia.
greedy.
Look,
You're just being greedy.
Patricia. If you in the next few weeks, if you end up having a lot of extra free time, we'll more than welcome you to come out and we'll have you on the
That's
show.
right, yeah,
and we
really.
can talk about maybe what you did well, what went wrong. We can talk.
Yeah,
about
the dude
that.
could have some free time coming up here.
we
That's a
could.
great point.
So,
Okay, let's start her on out.
let's go.
Okay, Thursday night. This is Wednesday night that we're recording the show, so we got 1 week to go, or 1 day to go.
Right.
So these are the spreads as of Wednesday night. So the Bengals, Joe Burrow visits the Brownies. Mm-hmm. The Brownies in front of their fans, or the fans
Yeah.
will be. Wait
They're
a
gonna
minute,
be fired
what-
up. The dog pound?
fans.
Right,
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah. Who do you like?
There's no way.
You're gonna go.
Okay,
You're gonna.
yeah.
You think Joe Burrow? Okay. Okay.
I think
You think they're gonna win, or you think just gonna the Browns? are not gonna
I think the
cover?
Bengals are going to win the football game.
Oh my gosh.
So
You know,
I'll
you
just
gotta give
say-
them credit. They didn't do too bad against the
The
Chargers.
Bengals are up
They
there and
didn't
win
do
the
too
football
bad
game.
against Chargers, but you know what? As much as I banged on the Browns, I gotta go with the Browns.
They're just. A mess.
And I'm gonna do something. This is about to lose all credibility. Whatever credibility I have right now,
Doug, what are
is
you
gonna
doing?
it's gonna be. I can't help myself. This is it. This is my
The
Kool-Aid pick of the
Kool-Aid
week. It is right here. The Brownies, folks. I'm gonna go with the Brownies as a Kool-Aid pick.
All right, in the
this is all credibility.
In the chat before the picks. We may start 0-2 with the Kool-Aid pick. After that, we're going to go on a 10-week run. But all right, Kool-Aid pick. All right, Cleveland.
After I bang on the
All right,
Browns,
Cleveland.
I do all this. I
right,
got to go
Cleveland.
a Kool-Aid pick with
All
the
right,
Browns. I'm telling you, folks. It
All
just
right. That means it's the lock. It's the Kool-Aid
I
lock.
am off the rails to begin with. Okay.
All right.
Giants visit the Bears. Bears by 5.5.
Yeah.
Going into Chicago.
Yep. Yep.
Bears come back against the Lions. The Giants, the Steelers shut them down.
The
Absolutely
Steelers did shut them down, but I think
Even though
that
Daniel Jones looked
I think that the Bears are a mess, and I'm going Giants in the 5.5.
really? No
I think
kidding.
I think the Bears are a mess. Trubisky's still Trubisky. They had a fourth quarter that pick by Stafford really opened up the door, but the Lions had them beat, and I like the Giants.
I'm gonna go with the Bears. I don't know why. I get this feeling that they're home. That is, I think that's
It's
going to be
probably
a
a good idea to go opposite of the guy that went 11-5 last week. So probably
is
not
true.
a bad. All right,
Okay, here's two teams that could use a win right now.
Right.
Week 2, they
Okay.
could use a win. Vikings.
3.
go to
Is
the
that how
Colts.
many picks of the over/under of picks that Philip Rivers is going to throw?
That could be it.
I'm
They're
going.
right
I'm
there.
going with the road teams.
You're going to go with the road
Yeah.
team? You know what? I'm going to go with the Vikings too. Marlon Mack's out. He's out for the season. Jonathan
And
Taylor,
Philip
though.
Rivers is in.
Phil Rivers. that's a good point. That's a really good point. I got Jonathan Taylor in my fantasy too.
Yeah.
That's
You can pull that win out. That win out.
That's right. Okay. The Rams, Jared Goff, and the Rams had a nice
Yeah,
game
nice
against the
win.
Cowboys. Against the Eagles, my brown bag up there. Rams by 1.5. This to me is a no-brainer. Absolute no-brainer is the Rams.
We talked about if anything with the road teams, just the travel involved.
Yeah,
Would that
yeah.
have anything? It didn't affect the Raiders. They went out to Carolina
No.
and they took care of business. I think the Rams could do the same thing because I think Philadelphia, that whole division was a mess last year. I think they're still a mess despite Washington's win. Rams win the game.
I don't see it. Why not?
Yeah,
why
Rams-
not go to the
Rams
Rams
win the
here?
game.
All right, Bills. Bills look very
Well, I love
impressive.
Buffalo.
Very,
What
very
is there
impressive.
to say? They look great.
Dolphins, 5.5.
let's
I'm with
go.
you that.
Yeah.
I mean, no explanation there. And the Bills are just a solid team all the way
Okay,
along.
so this is unusual. This is 5 straight road teams that I've taken.
we are.
here.
That is really
You know,
weird, isn't it?
But you know,
But does it
the
matter?
home-
Does it matter?
Not in the way we think it does. Not in the way it used to.
I don't think
Not in
it's
the
the
way
same
it used to.
diff.
Yep.
I think it's basically neutral fields.
Yep.
Is what you basically have.
And for this game, just for the love of Gardner Minshew, I am sorry. I
Are
am
you gonna
taking
do that?
Jacksonville
You're
to
gonna go that?
not lose that game by 8 points. If
You
they
know,
lose that
that's a
game,
good
it's going to be
point.
close. Tennessee wasn't on fire up there against Denver.
So Jacksonville goes to Tennessee, Titans, but you know what? I'm going to follow you on this one. I mean, the dude had 11 wins last week.
Yeah.
So I'm going to follow you on
not necessarily the reason to follow.
I'm with you. I don't know if they're going to win the game, but I think they get it within 8 points.
Yeah, that pushing that over the touchdown mark, you know, that's a lot of points in the NFL. Still a lot of points.
Minshew, you got to like the guy.
So
You just got to like the
He's
guy.
having fun,
Yeah.
right? He's having fun.
All right, 49ers at the Jets. Now, they fly across country. Now, there's your cross country.
I don't like anything about that game.
Just the 49ers, the Cardinals.
Do we get a pass?
No, I think we have to pick one, actually. All right, I'm going to go 49ers. I picked 49ers last week. I'm going to stick with the 49ers. I don't know why I'm sticking with the 49ers.
I'm going to
just
stick
because I
with
can't pick the Jets.
the Jets to come in within a field goal. I'm going to go with the home. I'm going to swap it here.
It's just, geez, ugly. Okay,
Denver, Pittsburgh.
Denver.
Ben. Big Ben. Let's go. 10-point win
How
for
do you
Pittsburgh.
not? So, okay, 7
10-point
points
win.
is a lot of points.
10-point win.
But
24-14.
after seeing Ben last week, he kind of had a slow first half, and dude, he picked it up in the second
And
half.
the defense is still locked in.
And the defense is just...
Yep. And Pittsburgh knows who they are. Tomlin, that's one of the coaches on the high end. I'm riding with Pitt.
My hat's off always to Tomlin. I think he is just one. I don't think he gets as much love as he should. Honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just
fantastic.
that kind of. Okay.
Yeah.
This is going to be an interesting game. Both
Yeah, it
teams
is.
need to win.
Boy,
All of a sudden,
I'm done. I'm out on Tampa Bay. I am out.
8.5 is a lot of points.
Carolina.
Don't they have something to prove though?
You can have something to prove all day long. You're not going to win by 10 points.
So you're saying no? Okay, I got to go Tom Brady on this one. He's at home, whatever home is down there. See, he got kicked out of Derek Jeter's house, and not kicked out. I mean,
Derek's not going to sell this place. It's not going to work.
Derek Jeter's got like
for
a
me.
30,000 square foot house down there. He's going to sell it.
All right,
This is an interesting game.
Our coach, whoever loses this game is the coach that I will ride out the door the rest of the season. And
Okay.
I know
I
who
can
it's
tell you
gonna
who's going to lose the game is going to be Dan Quinn. Because the Cowboys are going to get... There is no way. I should have made this the Kool-Aid pick. I should have made this the Kool-Aid pick because there is no
I
way the
wish you'd
Cowboys are going to
change it.
lose.
I wish you'd change the Kool-Aid pick, but it's locked in.
It's too late.
The research has already been done. Atlanta's going to win this football game.
There is no way that the Cowboys lose that game at home. Okay? No way.
I'm locked in.
No. It's not going to happen. Okay. Here's the game right here.
You know what we need to do starting next week is we'll bring in sound bites from when I get them right and Doug going. There's no way that's going to happen.
So is this the best stuff or the worst stuff?
Right.
You know, you go. You
I
need
can't
this
pick
one.
this
Go
game.
ahead.
I can't pick this
6
game.
points is pretty heady. Aaron
can't pick this
Rodgers.
game.
I've been banging on the Packers and Aaron Rodgers. He had a great game last year. He looked like he has a chip on his shoulder, which I like.
Yeah, because there was no packing it in.
Nope.
My leg hurt. No soft
He could.
knee.
I mean, if he did, I'm
Devontae
understand
Adams is a
completely.
beast. We're not going to be able to stop him the whole game. Look, I'm just going to be very clear about this. This has absolutely this is a professional handicapping show, Doug. Okay, this is serious business that we talk about here. Okay, we take ourselves very, very seriously. Okay, but I'm going to go out and say this is a complete homer pick. I'm not ready to make this pick and I'm just. I'm going to take my 6 points and hopefully.
You crack me up with the
can't.
professional handicap.
It's a serious show, Doug. It's a serious show.
You know what? I'm gonna eat some crow here. It's good, tasty crow. Put some cheese on it.
This is just a homer pick. Look, I'll just take that as one of my losses.
That's all
right?
it is. That's all it is. Okay, I like this game. I'm actually looking forward to this game. Washington visits Arizona. 6.5 is a lot of points.
It is a lot of points.
Kyler Murray, man, he's the real deal. I mean, he looks like one of these guys. He just knows how to win. He's Russell Wilson.
I think they're going to keep the momentum going. They're going to win that game by a touchdown. I love what Rivera did. I love Washington, the way they played against Philly, the way they didn't quit, the way they came back. But I don't think Philly's that good. There's still travel involved out there to the West Coast and Arizona. I think
kind of like, I mean, Washington, they come back against the Eagles. The Bears came back last week against, the Lions. The Cardinals didn't fall under the 49ers last week. I mean, you got to give these. You're right. It's coaching. It's coaching that does that. It's coaching that keeps them going like that. Okay, interesting matchup. These guys need to win. Right? They need to win. What a
and I'm
horrible.
big on Deshaun Watson, and I was down on Baltimore. Not down on him, but I wasn't riding the man. Did they put it on Cleveland? But it was Cleveland. It was Cleveland, and I do like Deshaun Watson to bounce back.
So, what does somebody like J.J. Watt say?
This is such a bad.
Yeah, what does somebody like J.J. Watt say right now? You start out the season playing, Mahomes and the Chiefs, right? Mm-hmm. And now you got to play.
You're playing the top 2 teams in the AFC, and you could be one of the top 4.
Yeah,
like
that's
you really
right.
could be. So
that's
it's just
what a start! Now I got to go Ravens. I mean, they
cover 7 points. They're going to beat Houston by
they're going to beat Houston
points.
by 7. Easy because Houston starts out slow.
Okay.
J.K. Dobbins, you got Patrick Quinn. I mean,
okay.
The Ravens are better. They're better. Okay.
Okay.
Chiefs go to the Chargers. I mean, they had nobody in their stands last year, right? They were playing in the soccer stadium, and they're used to that. But it doesn't matter. I say that the Chiefs
should roll.
The Chiefs are going to roll.
They looked really good.
I think this one.
Look, I stick with them. There's certain teams you just keep riding them. You just keep going. Like you don't overthink it. Just take the Chiefs. Don't overthink it, because if you just keep taking the Chiefs every week, you're going to come out ahead.
They've got a run game.
Don't
now,
even think
too.
about it. Oh
They've got a run game.
They were so. They're so good. They really are.
Mahomes last week had 3 touchdown passes, and he had just over 200 yards passing. I mean, because he can be efficient. He doesn't, when you have a run game like that, oh my gosh, that's stupid.
Yeah, they're really good, really good.
Okay, this is going to be a fun Sunday night matchup.
Where did these games come from?
Oh, I know. The Patriots fly across country. Big flight. Go to Seattle. Seattle by 4. They're the home team. They're not going to have the 12th man.
Right.
Not going to be a 12th man. So this is a neutral field in a way. Who do you like? I mean, I know who I like. And I'm just going to do this.
It is so hard to pick against Russell Wilson.
I don't care. I don't care if it's
love Russell Wilson.
If it's in a playground, I don't care where it is. If you have,
I don't know. If they were playing on sand, that could change.
Now I'm going to go. I'm going to go Seattle. Yeah, we got it. I think we got it there. So I'm going Seattle. I'm a believer in Wilson. I picked Seattle to go to the Super Bowl, and it could be a fun game. It could be. It's going to be a fun game.
I picked New England to go to the Super Bowl.
You did.
And I've got Baltimore and Kansas City and Pittsburgh and all these teams we got to go through. Really,
dude, it just.
So okay, I'm gonna believe in Belichick right now.
11-5 guy.
Yep, that's right.
Actually, you make a good point there. Belichick against game planning against any team.
Yeah, that's a great.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah. All right, your big game Monday night.
This is my game. I went against the Raiders last week. I just didn't believe that they have a good. They always do a good job of blowing it, right? Mm-hmm. So. Went with the Panthers. Of course, the Raiders actually, they won the game. 5.5. Michael Thomas is not in this game. He's hurt. 5.5. Raiders playing at home for the first time.
In that new stadium with no fans.
In that new stadium. I'm still a believer in the Saints. I just, the Raiders, that's my team, man, but they got to prove it.
Give me some points.
You're going to
give me the Raiders to stay in this game. You know what? Something about look, they came through for me last week.
They did.
There's a lot of good football here.
This is
a lot of good football.
This is beautiful.
So
let's do this.
I might go 10-6. I got some homer picks on there.
Just drop it down.
I'm gonna pick 10-6.
Oh, jeez. I'm happy to break even these days. Right. I'll do that. So listen, dude, this is fun.
Hey, absolutely. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're gonna get this out on YouTube. We're gonna get on Twitter and Facebook. What are you gonna say?
Yeah. Oh, just go see the guys that make your picks. Throw your picks out there. Who do you like this week? Who's going to get more? Me or Doug?
Exactly.
Hashtag Doug. Hashtag Carl. Whoever you think's going to get more. But it's a fun show. It's a professional handicapping show, guys. We do serious work here.
Let us know who the real dad is here.
Let's go.
Whose dad is what. Love the comments, everybody.
Yep.
Just get on out there. Hey, week 2. Can't wait for it to start. Hey, have a great one, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Have fun.
Bye.
Football's back.